Oh, hello and welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin, 160,000. Are we sure about that? Are there any probabilities that we're going to see Bitcoin on the six figures on the next 6 months? Welcome, Isa. Welcome, and let's discuss about Bitcoin in the markets.
Thank you, Giuliano. So yes, we are looking at Bitcoin, and a lot of people are talking about Bitcoin hitting 160, and we just like to take a look at the charts and see, is that valid? Is it something that's going to happen? And let's go ahead and get started. So I'll go ahead and share my screen for you guys, and we'll take a look at the Bitcoin chart. Okay, so Giuliano, this is the Bitcoin chart on the weekly, and what I am seeing currently is something that's actually very bearish, which is going to be the head and shoulder right here. You can see the left shoulder, you can see the head, and you can see the right shoulder. And right here is a pattern that we're currently playing out on the daily, which is the right angle broadening wedge. You can see as well. And this head and shoulder, Giuliano, if we take the measured move from the top, which is going to be around 60,000 to about 34,000, where we're currently at, which is that neckline. And once we break this neckline, we could see a dramatic drop. And that drop is going to take us to about 15,000, I'd say, roughly. But what is good is we've got so much support in the 20,000 range that whales are looking at that number as possible capitulation. And once people do get down to this 20 range, they're going to start disbelieving in Bitcoin, and everyone's going to be like, oh, I don't want to hold it anymore. I'm going to sell it. And that's when we're going to see the next rise. Now, could we get to 160? Inevitably in the future, I think we could. It may take a long time because we do have quite a few weeks of downtrends, and we've got to break through all those resistance points. But this is what I'm seeing. What about you, Giuliano?
No, I'm right with you. The chart is basically telling us the story. What I like to show you, you have to watch what people are saying and what are the news out there. I love to see some of the other channels out there to really see, what's going on, right? So let's take a look at it here. This guy here, is talking about, I watch some of these YouTube channels. This guy one day talk about Bitcoin looks so bad. And on the very next day, he talks about Bitcoin $160,000 target, right? So you have to watch what's happening out there, guys. You got to look at the price, and the price is not telling us the same thing. When there's enough people talking about a massive number, you have to start worrying, right? And this is a chart from another channel which I really like. It shows the support band of Bitcoin over a weekly, and this guy has been spot on about the peaks. And if you take a look at what's happening right now, you can see that the Bitcoin has peaked every time on the resistance level. And where we are right now, look at it, we are at the peak. So is it likely that we're going to go up again to the sky? And I think that is very unlikely probability. You can see over here that what Isa just talked about, you can see that on the weekly chart, there is a head and shoulders formation here. We have to pay attention to this. If we break this, where is it going to take us? Look at right around the green support band over here, which is 15 to 20,000. What is happening right now is that we do see that whales are buying in at the 30, so they're starting to accumulate around this price right here. So, and with a lot of people believing that the price is going to go up, so the whales are going to start manipulating the price up so that they make us believe that we're going to go to all-time highs, make a drop, so they can start buying some more at a lower price. So we are in a accumulation period, and accumulation periods are times for you to buy in on small chunks. All right. So if we want to make money, how do we make money? Isa, this is what's playing out right now. How do we prepare ourselves for the next 6 months? In my view, in what's price telling me right now, it is very unlikely that within the next 6 months we're going to see Bitcoin at 100K or six figures in general, right? If it does, I'm prepared mentally to be honest with myself that I'm not going to see Bitcoin at 100,000. If it does, great. The best thing that we can do is we can, just take small bites. I'm going to buy a little bit of Bitcoin now. If it drops, I'll buy a little bit more. Or if it go up, I buy a little bit more. And it retrace, I buy a little bit more. This is accumulation phase, guys. Isa, what is your thinking?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think accumulation is the way to go right now. As you get those price drops, get some on sale. If you think about Bitcoin, it's a really good store of value long term, and it's kind of ironic that we're saying Bitcoin's going to drop 80%, but you should use it as a store of value in the future. What I'm talking about is Bitcoin versus gold. Now people are starting to use Bitcoin, and they're starting to store it as a store of value instead of using gold. So in the 30s, the U.S. government actually seized all gold, and it became illegal to own until the 70s. The great thing about Bitcoin is it's decentralized, and you're not going to have that type of power take over. So you can't turn off Bitcoin. You would have to turn off the whole internet. It's not likely to go back to zero, but I think in the future it is likely to rise. But I do see a lot of bearish potential right now.
Very, very good. And let me just point out to our viewers over here, guys, let me show you our website, ppatrading.com, and why we need to pay attention to these patterns. If we go into the blog over here and we talk about the 10 chart pattern that every trader needs to know, the very first pattern in our website is the head and shoulders. And this is a probability that has been studied for many years by many people, and they have some analysis. There's an 83% probability. So if you're thinking that you're going to see Bitcoin at 100,000 or 200,000 or 300, as some channels are showing, go for it. Believe what you believe. I'm believing on the probabilities, and the probabilities are not on our favor for Bitcoin to go to 100K. Right now, how do we make money? Right, so you got to look into small patterns. Right, if we take a look at Ethereum, for example, there are small patterns that you can play it out. So, for example, the 4-hour charts of Ethereum, you can see that there is actually, let's put even the daily chart, right? Daily chart over here has a nice bull flag formation. The weekly, as we showed in the previous video, has the bear flag, but on the daily chart, there is a little bull flag right there, right? So you can start playing small trades, right? It broke the flag here. So you're looking at right there. So you enter at the break of the flag, your stop is going to be right here, and then you enter right there. We have videos on our website, right there, pennants, ascending triangles, descending triangles. What we're talking about is pennants and wedges, and there is a video on our YouTube channel about bull flags and bear flags, and this is a good probability on the short term. If you're looking for long term, you probably want to be careful because the price will likely rise and then drop, and then you can buy these drops, sell the next high and then drop. So this is how you buy and sell on a bear market. So this is something that we want to show you. The next thing is something very interesting. Bitcoin and Ethereum, if you're thinking about high prices, look at these competitors. Cardano here, I'm on CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap has Cardano as the biggest competitor for Ethereum. This guy has the biggest staking right now. What does that mean? Cardano is at $1.42. So if you want to accumulate for the long term, Cardano is a great asset right now, a great cryptocurrency, because people are believing that Cardano and smart contracts are going to be very competitive to Ethereum. Think about it. Ethereum is at 2,000 or so. Cardano is at $1.42. If you think that it's gonna go to 1 or maybe 5% of the price of Ethereum, and you buy right now, that is huge right now. That is huge gains for the long term. What do you think, Isa?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of new opportunities out there besides just Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as more retail investors start to do their research, and as more hedge funds start to actually play Bitcoin and all the other cryptos, we're going to start seeing those rise as well. So I think it is a good investment to make your portfolio not just Bitcoin, not just Ethereum, but diversify.
Perfect, perfect. Guys, thank you for watching. If you like our channel, if you like our content, make sure that you share, you subscribe, give us the thumbs up. On the next video, we're going to talk about, how do you build a portfolio that has competition or competitors to Ethereum, or long-term assets that will actually bring you the best return to your money. We're going to talk about Ethereum competitor and the best portfolio that you can build for the long term. Isa, final thoughts?
Yeah, just go back to our website, guys, ppatrading.com, and take a look at those patterns. That's what we're really trying to show. We don't always have price targets, but we can definitely look at patterns and figure out where it's heading.
Very good. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you on the next episode, which is Friday. Thank you.
Thank you.